Make the big rocket go now. Oh yeah, we moved in. Good job. Past me. And then you stop, run, and move to the left. Okay. So, welcome back. Lovely, grey-haired Robespierre type man. Oh, yeah, and also the, welcome back, Mr. Loading Icon. Always welcome. I think this normally does happen though, so I'm not too worried. Even the bit where the entire panel just freezes right over. That's more than welcome. I actually invited this one particular vampire in. He's as pale as a New Age vampire anyway. Do boo boo boo. So, how are you all doing? I'm not bad, but I've been wondering about horns all day. Not the wonderful novel by Stephen King's son, but like the actual car horns. Since, you know, there's so many good reasons why they shouldn't exist. Not even that I was bothered that much by one today, but well, not being a car owner, maybe I just do not appreciate the true value of them. But they just abuse your ear holes. Yeah, go for it. What does this actually do? I can ask for more. I won't. Oh, I already have. I can, I suppose, see their utility in that you need to alert others of your presence. But what were you even drawing? Let's pause in the conversation to do that. I wanted to paint some like Renaissance shit, like, oh, what are they called? Byzantine. Byzantine art is so good because it looks so bad already that you're not going to notice the difference and the drop in quality. They're such freakazoids. Here we go. Let's take this Mr. Bean-esque character. Wonderful. Yo. Sit down there. You Amazon AWS honky. What is this? Oh, it's just like a slow, inky man. Okay. Well, let's cut that shit out. Oh, it's really slow. That's really wrong. So, the thing I don't get about horns, well, I mean, I fully understand them, I suppose. But then, it's one of those things. Let's do some pink fade to start with. Where it's got a name that people are not going to be able to reference back to, like people in the next coming generations. Because I guess, I'm hoping, the word horn, as in car horn, came from the instrument, the horn. Which would be really obvious, right? But then sometimes the most obvious things are really wrong. But then, I suppose, like, you still have things like the French horn and flip it around, and the cor anglaise in 100 years, so maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe they will be around, so people will be able to relate back to car horns being the same as cor anglaises. This guy isn't actually that Byzantine. Let's use this slow thing, see what this does. He's got a crooked ass crown. So it's like a really slow mouse. It's not bad. It didn't help out that much there, but exceptions must be made. Okay, flip it in. You do just feel really insulted if you just hear a car going straight past and you hear the horn, because you just feel like you don't deserve it, even though sometimes you might, but it's fine. And you're not in like the equivalent of a land roving mech like they are, so you can't make adequate response apart from the middle finger, which ain't really adequate. This guy has no eye colours. Okay. Maybe we should have just like megaphones we just carry around at all possible times. We'd be preparing for the exceptional situations, but that's not bad. But always prepare for the worst and always prepare for the best. It doesn't look angry enough. It's the eyebrows. Use cool hand loop, slow hand powers. It's not bad. He just looks a lot like me. And then, way worse hair though. Trust. Fun. And then, so you never see these capes around like he's wearing. You never see these anymore. It's burgundy, which is just a great colour. It's a colour I've just started getting into. And then this is nice. It's like a half batwing. Flip, flip, flip. See, there's just no space in modern society for capes. At least. Well, no, I suppose that's true. Yeah, there isn't really a space for it. Or a place. This guy is being made out to look way fatter than he actually is, but I think it's actually doing wonders for him. A good amount of weight placed in the right places can do wonders for your figure. I wonder who this guy was. I mean, he's definitely a Nabal. A Nabal? Nobel. He's definitely a Nobel. But apart from that, I suppose, did the nobles really actually do anything? Maybe not. A bit harsh, but if you try and pin down what their purpose was it anything more than just finding new and exciting ways to spend money? I can't imagine what new and exciting ways this guy's had of spending money. Probably on all his wicked capes, but you can't judge people like that. There's like a swoop. And then tassels. And then they love the angel halos. I mean, he was definitely an astronaut then, right? We have found his career. And then... See, the thing is, the background's all like mosaic. But... instead of mosaic, we're just gonna... No, wrong. Instead of mosaic, we're just gonna go for orange snow. Which was actually the inspiration in the first place for mosaic. The noble astronaut going into the space full of orange snow. It's not even dirty. Orange snow, it's like there's no dirty connotation. What could you do that's orange in the snow that could be conceived as disgusting? Yeah, sell this stuff. This is great. What was this guy's name? Perseus! The entire time our mystery man was Perseus. Perseus Perspicacity. He was a language scholar. Next up. How about Byzantine baby? It's not weird enough. One of the key weird points about Byzantine art is the relative size is just completely wrong. So babies can be absolutely huge and look like chimps, I guess. And then everyone else is like a big long beige sausage. This, oh yeah, and this as well. Everyone's really muscular. The babies are really muscular. Here we go. That's like okay, isn't it? I consider myself an artist if that's how much income I was bringing in with it. Okay. So, orange arch background. Use the slow hand. It's really good. You hear that? It's like ocean waves. That's gonna be like the intro to the next Tame Impala album. I can actually sit here for minutes listening to that sound. Yeah. You're very welcome. It's alright. For detail. Oh no, I've ruined it. There's no actual white. Under a grey sky. Very English drawing. Do I really have an eye for detail? I don't think so. No? Oh. If we had like 3D cars, I mean I know they're already 3D, but they're not capable of moving into 3D space, at least not purposefully. I suppose if you go up a hill or down a valley, but you're still stuck on a 2D plane. You could imagine that there is some kind of glue holding the car to the road, but suppose we could jump up and down. Would a horn do it? Would a horn be good enough? I don't think it would. You need to like fire a gun out the window. No. Like a starting pistol. Yeah. Or... I'm focusing way too much on the woman. Or... I just don't think it's going to be good enough. No. We're focusing way too much on the wrong thing. The most important thing is a heavily built baby that I refuse to believe came out in the way that it's been portrayed here. So you've got to start off with this type of thing. Banana limbs. It's fine. We'll come back for that. In terms of form, I think we're really good. Oh, he could be taller. We need more space to paint the muscle on top of. That head's way too big. That's like a lizard, well, like a chameleon that's doing a very bad job of blending in, but running away and we're looking at him from top down. I think we start that bit again. got a long head. Like a butter bean. That'll do. We can muscle up this boy. And then, sadly, the background... No, focus on the baby boy. Baby boy. He's got moves. Good start. He's got very dark armpits. You won't believe. And then he's covered in some kind of satin? There we go. He's some kind of golden god. And then... yeah, the other part of it that I forgot is that these babies have the hairstyle of a 40-year-old. They've got receding hairlines. I know. We're painting the Sistine Chapel here. Don't fuss and bother me with bills. I mean, this just is not right. And I don't know what you do in this situation where your tiny sprog came out this fully defined. I mean, I suppose you don't need to explain puberty. You just need to say by every year you'll just become 5% more of what you are now. It's going to be a very easy transition for them. He's so happy. This guy's pretty happy. And then he's holding maybe an 8-leaf clover. Steady on. No, you're not going to get the full detail of an 8-leaf clover right here. It more looks like he's had a horrible accident with his hand and what looks like a combination of drill bits. But what are you going to do? Well, you could redraw it. Yeah, I suppose I could. It's not going to happen. And then here he's got just maybe one toe. These aren't feet. Don't even worry about it. Okay, focus on the lady. So she's all about semicircles. She's got like 0 cleavage, so hopefully it won't hurt anyone's sensibilities. There we go. I guess the horns, they weren't based on like French horns or cor anglais, which is just obviously a phrase I'm going to stick with for the rest of the time I am here, and maybe my entire life. She's very doting, this lady. But it was when they had the like the Model T cars, and they did have the squeaky horns like that. I like these basic faces. They're so basic. No, she's not angry. She's doting. There we go. But they did have the rubber bits on one end, the vulcanized strip, which obviously most of you know from Star Wars, and then perhaps brass being the style at the time. I wonder how much money I'm losing just by focusing on this woman's face. Well, at the moment her neck, well, her cleavage. But it's not really cleavage looking, is it? Not great, but fine. Let's just whiz through the rest. Rats. I was trying to find a precious colour, but the only precious colour I've already used to make everything. Oh, the arch! Okay. Okay. Instead of that, instead of, for some reason, giving her the same hairstyle that her child has, which makes sense genetically but artistically, we'll just do the rest of her first and come back over it. Now, the non-colourblind person inside me, which again makes no sense, is telling me that I'm using the wrong shade of blue, but forget about it. We've captured the essence of the picture. We don't need to worry too much. We just need to save this baby. I mean, maybe we got it wrong. Maybe it's self-aware, and this is the Danny DeVito of this age. They are very knowledgeable that this boy is perhaps 40 years old. I'm really having trouble capturing this woman. Just fill in the gaps, right? Cool. And then she's got arms, obviously. She's not an idiot. She's using her arms to carry the baby, right? Cool. And then draw the shrinking abyss that she hides. And like some greens. It's pretty perfect. Could my Google search have gone wrong? Could this in fact just be the artist's rendition of maybe an opening scene of The Omen? Circa 1980, blah 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 blah. Mumble. At the very least, we've come up with a title. The Omen, Part 4. Adrian's Revenge. Adrian! Adrienne. Adriana! Oh, it's too late now. I only invest in clean paintings. Could there be a more pure picture? A child with her 40-year-old man baby cradled in the crook of her arm. What about Edvard Munch? The Scream! There's a bit of a build up there. There's so much parody art. That's good. That's good. Okay, hydrate. Yeah, shoot the moon. Probably shoot for the moon first, before you destroy the moon by shooting with your big ray gun. Go for it. Strike up thy easel and paint. Okay, so everyone knows the screen, right? It's the guy with the light bulb head, really worried about the fact that he's not been taken to where he originally bought his cruise trip for. Instead going to some kind of Lovecraftian horror tour. I love it. It's such a good picture. Let's just draw this bottom end of a guitar here to represent the land. And then there's some thin figures. I love this slow brush, it's so good. And then we shouldn't be starting with outlines, that's just foolish. But it is kind of like that. It's like all outline. It's all like lines. Yeah, okay. We're gonna do some kind of weird, not pointillism, but like linealism. It's like an etching. They need to do more art like this, or at least I would like to be more aware of art like this. Okay, we do that. And then I come to the realisation you're not going to tell the difference between the fence and the strange technique I've used to animate the floor. Well, the deck. It's fine. It'll just add to the sense of foreboding madness. I wonder if there's any modern cartoons or animation that's inspired by this painting. Because it's such a different style. You'd think it'd be way too distinctive to just slip in halfway through an episode of Futurama. That's really dating myself. Not really though. Like, that's a massive thing though then. This white is just not vivid enough. We've got so much money, it's really good. It's got maybe the tiniest pupils. This guy himself could be a cartoon character. I mean, maybe Rex and was it Rex and Stimpy? That's so wrong. But maybe they were based on this, or I don't know. I was always grossed out by that kind of TV when I was a kid. I watched some Street Fighter anime when I was about 13, and some guy's head exploded, and then I didn't watch anime for about 15 years afterwards because it was so freaky. Oh no, we're not going to get to see all of his V-neck. Why does he have a V-neck on? I just realised. That's so weird. You never really think about fashion choices in a painting like this. Who is this guy? Is he supposed to be like a monk? I've got a feeling he's supposed to be a monk. He doesn't look scared enough. I want him to have the matching face to whatever should be going on down in his trouser town right now, and this is not it. I don't know what that face was, but it didn't work out. It's a no from me. Start with the pink. Tiny bit of pink. And then Maybe it's the fact that I never drew the nose. I just don't know. That might be good enough. He looks more like... I don't know. I can't stop coming back to the V-neck, but a paratrooper, as in like a Mario Koopa Trooper paratrooper in a V-neck, which is no problem. He's not curvy enough. Okay. I think let's abandon the strange pointless technique, but also say that Mr. Scream is pretty much done. We need to make some kind of upward progress. Like that guy who pushed the rock up the hill. Mr. Gardener. Worst garden in the world. Because real gardeners must have to do that. They must have to do stupid things like pushing rocks up hills. Sorry, Mr. Scream. Beautiful. B-E. Hey! You. Outiful. There. Wonderful. And then... Whew! Not right. Okay, it's so easy. It's so easy. Better, and then vertical lines are always vertical. These guys at the back who are not being that helpful. They're just like shapes. Like most things. With pale, round faces. Like that. It's not bad. There's another guy here, but we're just going to ignore him. And then... There's a lot of movement here, a lot of rushing, directionful strokes. It's really annoying. It's too distinctive to emulate. I cannot. I cannot emulate. Fungus. What up, dog? This is all out of perspective, but you do not get any better unless you finish something like this. Ooh. Keep it up. Just think about it this way. If we don't finish the background, Mr. V Next Cooper Trooper Man has no place to live. I mean, it's not going to be a very nice place to live. A lot of the background is pretty grey. But think about it this way. Having a place to live that's highly Lovecraftian, or having some kind of existential horror, which I suppose is what Lovecraftian work is usually about. They're both not great, but I would pick existence over lack of existence any day. I mean, the sunset's pretty sweet. And then yellow. That's not yellow. It's close. Look on the colour wheel. There's a few degrees of difference between. Good, good. And then, yeah, a little bit more black in the sky. Why not? Wonderful. Okay. And then, this is like, as opposed to just being a great opportunity to draw something, it's really great having, again, I'm going to use the word opportunity, to really get a good look at these pictures. I'm definitely going to draw some more of these masterworks, because if you look at the, I suppose it's an island in the middle, the bottom of the guitar that is sitting in the middle of the picture. You can see some small buildings on it, and I just would not have ever noticed that. It's really nice. And although my drawings may be completely wrong and completely BS, at least it means we're learning something. Well, you know, I am. See, I've always looked into buying prints of things like this, but they're just so damn expensive. And it doesn't really make sense. You're asking for a likeness. And if you think about it, one configuration of pixels or dots on something is just the same as another. I'm not asking for the original copy, but price it down, man, and we can spread the knowledge. And I promise one day I will save up to buy the original. Maybe. Okay, and then Brun. That's it. That's it. Oh, we got to be careful about copyright. The scram. What's like another good thing to paint? One more to round it out. It's a shame you can't do portraits. Well, it's not a shame because you definitely can do portraits. That's the only thing you can do. It's a shame you can't do landscapes. A Starry Night is way too far. How's a boot? Yeah, do it. Do it. I will definitely take that price. How's a boot? The Scram has sold for almost 3,000. Thank you so much. Let's do like, sorry for the sound cutting out. Well, how's about Something simple. Simple, wonderful art. Like the awful cube thing I tried to draw last time. Hmm. Simple. I know, I know. Yeah. I'm not saying this is simple. But let's try and draw a melting clock. Melting clock. Stupid. So, it's a bit like a regular clock. You got me there. But the difference is, it uses hands to tell the time and not digital values. That's the main difference we're going to be drawing here. And the thing you always have to ask yourself when you're drawing something like this is, are we going to fit all the numbers around? And I think we've got to aim for something here. So let's aim for that. Everything else is secondary. Oh no, 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 don't half-ass it. Come on. It's fine. A sideways aim. Some would call that infinity. And then 10. But even if this clock wasn't melted, it would still be strange. Are you seeing how the numbers are oriented? The top one's fair enough. They're all facing downwards. But then when it hits 4... Well, the top ones are all facing downwards, but they're also facing towards the middle. But then the bottom ones are facing outwards, so they face down. I understand that that's so you can read it. But I don't know. I don't like it. It weirds me out. Everything should point in the same polar direction. It just ain't. Good. Okay. And then very, 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 very small. Give it some detail. Why would you use any other tool in this game? I do not understand. Give it an A. Give it an R. Give it a T. 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 No! I suppose that's the right angle, actually. This is you. On Yazoo. Thank you. I would not say gorgeous. Oh no. Outlines. It's my bane. Do you mean it speaks into a horrible mask and Tom Hardy's role in that film goes completely wasted? No, I just mean it's my enemy. Okay, let's cap this one off. We're so close. Also, this table's made of cheese. But you wouldn't want to eat it because if you look at the cross section, it's like grey in the middle. But maybe that's another like surreal gesture they've added to this. Just don't know. These surreal guys, you just never know what the kind of crap they get up to. If you invited one into your house, they'd probably come in and replace your toilet rolls with, I don't know, copies of War and Peace. No, the problem is that's too fitting. Those are both made of paper. They'd need to go way more wacky than that. They'd probably replace your toilet paper with the concept of, well, the concept of that. Yeah, just nothing. That stopped to make you think. Well, yeah, a little bit. So done with this. I'm just so happy the clock has actually come out looking like a clock. Kind of. I mean, tell me one thing, how has the shadow managed to break away from the table? Cool. I've got to draw way more than the actual picture provides, which I do not have a problem with. I want to go on my own original stream. Okay. So good. But maybe we were wrong. Maybe was it Dali, Escher, one of those two. Maybe this is just what clocks looked like in his day, and all the other clocks, all the other artists who drew clocks, they were the surreal artists. Okay, and then like let's draw a horn. So they look a little bit like that. Oh, bills. Okay, fine. We'll draw a floating horn. I was going to put it onto a car, but... the outer one. And they have like a little rubber plunger in the back. And I mean, I've got the perfect tool for drawing round things, so that's real easy. A horn. Yeah. Someone out there, find beauty in this. Put it on your wall. Use it to put over your dinner so flies don't get in it. I do not mind. I do not mind. Clock. Titling. Clock. Clock. Stock. Clocks and horns. There's got to be a joke in there about clocks and horns. Oh, the noble's looking over my shoulder. I've lost the nerve. Just clocks and horns. Don't overthink it. They're not going to be buying for the title, right? I can't invest in this much detail. Then I wouldn't trust you with my bank details. Well, I wouldn't trust anyone with my bank details. He's a short man. That's fine by itself, but it's a short man who wants to invest. Which is again no problem. Why is everyone so short? What is up with these tiny kid angel investors? Too complex for me. You want something simple? Okay, I can draw something simple. I can do a little baby drawing for you. Sure. You give me one of these? No, that was wrong. You give him one a... Yeah. See, this guy appreciates things. Thank you very much. See, I'll always be known as the artist who has manners. And then shit talks people behind their back. Because that's what the art world's like. Right? No. I'm sure it's not. But there are always a few shit talkers. There we go. A. A for learn your alphabet. You should know what A stands for. A for anarchy. Something that every kid gets some kind of passion for as soon as they hit 15, and then they lose it. Don't butt me out the way. I want to see where this is going. The critic. He comes over to see my worst drawing. This was such an awkward time. Okay, we'll sell it. Oh, an offer. An invitation to my call. I am... God damn it. I am utmost impressed by your craftsmanship in the fine arts. Your piece, Ave Anarchy, truly struck me with awe. Well, use alliteration. The way you use emerald warms my usually cold heart. You let this piece take the time it deserved, and it truly showed. This is why I don't pay for CCTV. I hereby invite you to my castle, where you will live in one of my towers. Declining could be a criminal offence, or at least it would be a most cruel blow to your career. Marie. Yeah, totally. Okay.